Live from Central Michigan University, News Central starts now.
Thank you for joining us tonight on News Central. I'm Kylie Sczepanski. Severe storms swept through eastern Indiana and western Ohio Thursday evening last night. The storms left at least 3 dead, injured dozens of others, destroyed parts of some towns, and knocked out power for thousands. An Ohio man captured video of rare horizontal tornadoes getting sucked into a larger tornado near his house. He said the wind tipped over a fuel tank on his property and sucked a 60-foot garage door off his detached garage. A meteorologist said the video is unusual because you can see horizontal vortices in the tornado. These cylindrical rotating masses of cloud are rare to witness and even rarer to capture on video. I'm joined in studio by our weather specialist, Megan Weber. Megan, we can't expect to see any of the effects of the storm here, but you were in the studio last night tracking the storms. What can you tell us?
Thanks, Kylie. Yesterday, there was a particularly dangerous setup. The severe storms ranged from Missouri all the way to Ohio. Temperatures were close to 80 degrees throughout the area. A cold front came through, and on the back end of that cold front, temperatures were in the mid-60s and high 50s. This is close to a 20 to 30 degree difference. This could fuel instability. In upper parts of our troposphere, we also matched up areas of lift, which is another ingredient for severe weather. In addition, warm, moist air was advected from the Gulf of Mexico. I, as well as other weather specialists, were tracking these storms last night to a T, and unfortunately, there were a few cells in Ohio that produced tornado emergencies. Right. Storms with that tag are extremely life-threatening, and in situations that involve any tornadic activity, whether that be a watch, warning, or emergency, it is extremely important to take cover in the lowest area of your house, whether that be your basement or a secluded room on your first floor without any windows. It is also important to cover your head. And lastly, if you are in a mobile home and have enough time to get to a sturdy shelter, please do that. We just want you to stay safe.
Yes, thanks, Megan. That was an incredible sight to see last night, but very scary for those people. Thank you for joining me.
You're welcome.
A Michigan jury's decision is making history. The jury finding James Crumbley, the father of Oxford school shooter, guilty of involuntary manslaughter. The verdict, delivered Thursday evening, means a father, son, and the shooter's mother have now all been convicted of crimes related to the shooting. It could serve as an example in future mass shootings where legal actions. CNN's Jean Caceres has details.
Guilty of involuntary manslaughter.
Guilty. James Crumbley, the father of the Oxford, Michigan high school shooter, convicted of 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter.
These 4 were children. What happened that day is about the deaths of these 4 children and what James Crumbley did and what he didn't do.
Think about everything that James Crumbley did not know. He did not know he had to protect others from his son.
Crumbley's son was 15 years old when he opened fire in his school November 30th, 2021. Prosecutors say Crumbley bought in the gun, didn't properly secure it, and ignored warning signs about his son's mental health.
James Crumbley had a willful disregard of a known danger and it caused the death of 4 students in Oxford High School.
During the trial, jurors watched video of the 2 of them practicing at a shooting range. The sound of gunfire ringing through the still courtroom. Jurors also saw journal entries from before the attack, where his son appeared to be begging for help. "I want help, but my parents don't listen to me, so I can't get any help." But the defense argued that James did not know about any of this.
You heard no testimony, and you saw no evidence that James had any knowledge that his son was a danger to anyone. We've heard about the journal. If James knew what was in that journal, the prosecution would have told you that.
At the end of November, the shooter wrote he only had one thing on his mind. "All I need is my 9mm pistol, which I am currently begging my dad for."
Mr. Crumbley asked to see the 6 Sauer, said he had had his eye on that for quite some time.
On Black Friday, James bought his son the 6 Sauer 9mm. And the shooter posted online, "Just got my new beauty today." His dad hid the gun, but didn't lock it up. A cable lock bought with it, found in its packaging. "I will have to find where my dad hid my 9mm before I can shoot the school." Monday, November 29th. The shooter apparently found it, writing, "The shooting is tomorrow. I have access to the gun and ammo. I am fully committed this to now." Hannah St. Juliana, Justin Schilling, Madison Baldwin, and Tate Meir were killed. 7 others were wounded. James Crumbly himself did not testify.
It is my decision to remain silent.
James Crumbly's wife, Jennifer, convicted of involuntary manslaughter just last month.
We find the defendant guilty of involuntary manslaughter.
She faces up to 15 years in prison.
Both parents will be sentenced together April 9th. The Central Michigan University Board of Trustees met virtually this morning in a special formal session. In the meetings, the trustees made decisions regarding the selection of the next president of CMU. Trustees set the size of the Presidential Search Advisory Committee, voted on whether to add 1 more member to the group, and bring the final committee membership to no more than 20 individuals. The agenda also included a vote to approve the committee membership, adoption of a confidentiality agreement for Search Advisory Committee members, and an affirmative action statement regarding the presidential search process. Were also considered, along with other next steps in the process. We will be bringing you continuing coverage on the selection of the next university president. Here on campus, the Multicultural Academic Student Services Office is celebrating Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, starting today, March 15th, through April 15th. Tonight at 6:30 p.m., the Mass Office is hosting a Beginner's Guide to Ramadan event. The event is designed to provide a comprehensive understanding of the significance, tradition, and practices associated with the month. The event aims to broaden perspectives and address misconceptions by promoting a more accurate understanding among diverse and intercultural communities in Asia. The event is taking place at 6:30 tonight in the University Center, room 108 tomorrow, and you can join Mass Office for their Intercultural Unity Festival. Mass aims to build a community for underrepresented students on campus, increase cultural awareness for students not members of those communities, and overall to celebrate these cultural communities through their traditions. For more information on events this month, you can visit Engage Central. Tonight, CMU Spectrum is hosting their annual Pride Prom tonight from 6 to 10 p.m. in the University Center Rotunda. The event is designed to celebrate participants' authentic selves, with this year's theme being Rock and Rodeo or Western. Attendees are encouraged to match the theme or come dressed up for prom. In addition to dancing, the event will feature a photo booth, ring toss game, lip sync challenge, Kahoot, and an ice cream bar. This is Spectrum's 3rd year hosting the prom since the pandemic, and they hope to continue the tradition for years to come. For an update tonight on the new Venture Challenge, students yesterday attended a preliminary pitch practice workshop in preparation for next Friday's qualifying round. At the qualifying round, teams will do a 2-minute pitch of their venture in front of Isabella Bank Institute for Entrepreneurship faculty and staff for review. On-campus teams must sign up for a time slot between 5:00 p.m. and 8:00 p.m. Teams must participate in the qualifying round to participate in the NVC preliminary round. All NVC teams must submit their venture entry by Monday, March 25th by 11:59 p.m. Teams are competing in a variety of different categories for a combined amount of more than $85,000. 2 more pitch practices will be held in preparation for the big event coming up on April 19th. They will be next Tuesday and Wednesday at 5 in Grand Hall, with these qualifying rounds being next Friday, March 22nd. We will be keeping you updated as teams progress. And big news in Michigan, as Lions will be keeping their current head coach for a few more years. Our sports reporter Lane Arms will be bringing you the details next.
I'm Lane Arms, your sports anchor for the day, bringing you the latest in sports news. Starting off with CMU sports, the gymnastics team takes on rival Western Michigan University tonight at 6 p.m. The Chippewas go into tonight with an overall record of 10-8 and a conference record of 3-2. Their most recent meet was their Michigan State quad, in which they scored a 196.425, taking second place overall, prevailing over Fisk University and Greenville University, but ultimately losing to Michigan State University, who ended with a score of 198.150. Tonight's matchup is both senior night, alumni night, and maroon out. Wear your best maroon and come out to McGurk Arena tonight to support your Chippewas. Doors open at 5 p.m. Also in CMU sports this week, CMU men's golf competed in the Surf Club Invitational this past Monday and Tuesday. The team scored a 289 on the final day, bringing their tournament total to an 863 and landing them 12th out of 16 teams. The Chippewas were in 10th place after day 1 of the Invitational and then dropped down after the results of day 2. Chippewas' top hitters were Ari Jackman at 73 and 72 on the par 71 course, Felipe Iturralde at 71, and Jeffrey Andorez at 72. CMU is set to host their first Invitational March 25th and 26th, the Bridgestone Collegiate Invitational in California. Moving into Greater Michigan sports, the Detroit Lions announced yesterday that head coach Dan Campbell's contract has been extended into the 2027 season, along with general manager Brad Holmes' contract. Lions owner Sheila Ford Hamp says they have been the driving force behind the rebuild of our football team and the success that we have enjoyed. The continuity they provide to our football program will continue to be the key to our future success on the field, end quote. Holmes and Campbell both joined the Lions ahead of the 2021 season and had a large hand in the rebuilding of the Lions roster. Holmes was named NFL Executive of the Year for 2023, and Campbell led the Lions this year to their first NFC North title and first playoff victory in 32 years. Lions fans will be excited to see where Campbell and Holmes can take the team next season. That's all for sports. Now to Megan with our weekly forecast.
Thank you. I've got really great news for everyone. On Tuesday, it is the beginning of astronomical spring, which means longer days and warmer days are ahead. Here on campus right now, it is close to 50 degrees. There's not a cloud in sight and there's no snow on the ground. However, coming up, that could be different, but I'll be getting into that here in a little bit. Temperatures are looking to be right around 40% higher than average, and that is due to the fact that tomorrow highs will be above 50 degrees. It'll be right around 53 degrees tomorrow, and then it'll drop drastically to right around 37 on Sunday and then 36 on Monday because we've got a strong system coming through our area, which I'll be talking about here in a second. But expect temperatures to rise up to where they should be right around average into the middle and the end of next week. So to walk you through this forecast, tomorrow expect a slight chance of showers for the northern part of the state. So if you plan on commuting into the evening, maybe take some extra time because that can take some extra time and affect you. That will clear up quite a bit, and then it'll change into snow because of this cold front just for the lakeshore for the beginning of Sunday and into Monday. However, on Tuesday, expect an increase of the snow showers for much of the lower peninsula to begin on Tuesday morning, and then that will continue into the day. But that will clear up Wednesday and Thursday, rising our temperatures right where we should be on average. And then on Friday, there is a slight chance for snow in our forecast yet again, but we will keep you updated as that system comes closer to us. But for right now, temperatures are right around 50 degrees for Mount Pleasant, 50 up in Clare as well. Colder on the lakeshore of Ludington, 40 degrees. And then, of course, colder also in the thumb of Bad Axe. It is right around 36 degrees over there. But for tonight, expect temperatures to fall to freezing, and it'll be mostly cloudy with winds kind of steady, 5 to 10 miles per hour moving from the west. Walking out the door tomorrow, expect temperatures to rise to right around 50 degrees yet again, but expect that chance of rain for the afternoon, but cloudy skies for the beginning of the day. So it'll rise from right around 35 at 5 a.m. and it'll rise to 51 to 3 p.m. But expect temperatures to rise around 50, 55 degrees later into the afternoon. But for Sunday, St. Patrick's Day, expect temperatures to fall to 37 degrees due to the fact that of that cold front coming through our area. And speaking of St. Patrick's Day, unfortunately, we do not have that lucky of a forecast. It's going to be kind of cold. So if you plan on celebrating into the evening on Sunday, bring a jacket because it will be pretty chilly. So 36 degrees is what we are forecasting for 2 p.m. That will rise to 37 at 6 and then fall drastically to below freezing into the evening on Tuesday. But just as a quick recap, on Saturday, tomorrow, expect temperatures to rise to 53 degrees, and we have that chance of PM showers. And then on Monday, expect temperatures to fall to right around 36 degrees. It'll be mostly cloudy, and then those temperatures will rise to right around where they should be on average right around 43 degrees on Tuesday and Thursday, and then we have that slight chance for snow and rain on Friday in the AM hours.
Well, I'm not looking forward to that snow. I thought we were done with that.
Yeah, unfortunately we aren't. Mother Nature likes to keep us on our toes a little bit, so.
Yeah, well, with St. Patty's Day coming up, do you guys have any plans?
I really don't have much planned. I think I'm just going to stay home, kind of read a book, chill out from the week.
I think me too. I think we all need a little decompressing. Even after spring break, decompressing is in order.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining us tonight on News Central. I'm Kylie Sczepanski, and hope you have a great night.